If you're anything like me, you've probably spent more time looking through your library of games or looking through the Steam store or whatever, rather than actually playing any games. Lately I've been playing through my backlog of indie titles, so I had to share some that stood out. So let's just get this started. Everybody loves roguelikes, right? At least that's what the indie game scene thinks. There's a million billion roguelikes out there. It's become kind of a trend to make them, I think. There was probably 50 notes while I was even making this video. If you want my honest feedback, any of these are pretty good choices. If you like mythology, go play Hades. If you like a more relaxed experience, go play Vampire Survivors. Or, if you hate yourself, go play Dead Cells. But why did I pick Enter the Gungeon? Well, I mean, there's no other roguelike where I can shoot a D-pad or gun riding a skateboard, is there? There's so many gun-related things in this game. I mean, it's called Enter the Gungeon for a reason. All the bosses are gun-related puns. There's a boss called Ammo Conda. All the enemies are pretty much gun-related, kinda. And there's so many ways to approach this game. Like, you got your basic stuff like revolvers, shotguns, but the team had to get a little more creative with the rest of these weapons, and some are pretty goofy. Enter the Gungeon is also brutally difficult, and kind of feels reminiscent of a game from the 80s. With its extremely addictive and fun gameplay loop, great music, great bosses. If you're a fan of roguelikes, I've never played one in your life, pick this game up. And also I'm American, so of course I picked a game related to guns. Alright, next game! For the 12 elusive Wario Land fans out there. I'm sorry, Nintendo, please make a new Wario Land game. But Pizza Tower's pretty fun too. This is my personal favorite indie game from last year. It's just a really solid platformer. The level design is great, and each stage has their unique quirks to make it stand out. Like I could be a knight, ghost, cheese, ball thing. I have no idea what this is. It's pretty much Wario Land on drugs. A lot of drugs. Pizza Tower sprites are really expressive and fun, and the game is kind of disturbing at times. What the heck is going on in this game? Why am I going to war? I thought this was a pizza. Okay, besides the point. Pizza Tower really emphasizes speed, momentum, combos. Shoot, it even has a ranking system like Sonic games. I think it's a pretty neat system. If you want to go for all the P ranks, which are the highest ranks in the game, you can, and it's a pretty difficult challenge. Also, the soundtrack absolutely slaps. It's very groovy, very funky. If you're scratching at your neck, foaming at the mouth, waiting for a new Mario, Sonic, or Wario Land game, play some Pizza Tower. From its amazing level design, fun power-ups, and groovy soundtrack, you do not want to miss this game if you're a fan of platformers. I adore the Legend of Zelda franchise, so when I played Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion and got to live out my dream of avoiding the IRS, I was very pleased. It scratched that itch for a 2D Zelda game that's been neglected for a while now. The title tells you exactly what the game is about, kinda like a light novel title. Turnip Boy is a very cute and charming game, and it's set in a world with vegetable people. It revolves around you going around fulfilling tasks given to you by the Mayor Onion. Kinda like fun fetch quests. That sounds really boring saying out loud, but it's actually pretty fun. You have tiny little puzzles like Zelda games, when you unlock new items like the Totally Not portal gun and bombs, but they're really not difficult. The game is kind of baby mode easy like Kirby games, but I had a good time with it, and if you like Zelda games you'll definitely enjoy it. Shore Hike is a game made by Adam Robinson Yu. It's a delightful, albeit short experience. Honestly, the best advice I can give for this game is to take your time with it. There's a lot of stuff jam-packed in this game for you to find, explore, and enjoy. With a beautiful art style that reminds me of Animal Crossing, you play as a little bird named Claire. On a journey to climb a mountain called Hawk Peak, or sell stickers. There's a lot of cute characters with small requests or activities you can do for items or these gold feathers that you need to progress the game. My favorite was this little guy that you can play a busted up version of volleyball with. If you've ever heard of the phrase, it's about the journey, not the destination, then a short hike must be the living embodiment of that phrase. It's so charming, so fun, so memorable. It feels like one of those childhood adventures you have that you still think back on from time to time. It shows games don't need to be 40, 50, 60, 100 hours long for you to have an enjoyable experience. This is one of those games that makes you feel like you're a young boy or girl playing games for the first time again. This is one of my favorite indie games, and for only $8, a short hike is not only a steal because it's a good game, but also for your wallet. So if you've ever got an extra few dollars on your hand, pick up a short hike. It's an amazing game. Alright, we're almost at the end of this video, and I've got one last game to show y'all. Alright, serious talk. So, I actually just finished playing this game, and man was it an experience. If you know the pain of losing something or someone, Greece embodies this feeling. It's a symbolic dive into the pain and suffering of loss and grief, but also the redemption. It shows how quick everything can change and tackles the feelings that come along with grief. The world in Greece is colorful, magical, and beautiful. It has this watercolor aesthetic that tickles my brain. But in just a quick moment, the world loses all of its color. It's white, void, empty, and depressing. Greece just lies there, motionless, not wanting to do anything. I found myself thinking back on when I did just that, sitting there, emotionless, and not wanting to do anything at all. But a little while later, you get back up and move. Slowly but surely, as you progress through the game, you see the world blossom back into its original form of beauty and wonder. The colors in this game symbolize the stages of grief, and new things come as a result, like the feelings of anxiety and having to face your problems head on. Greece has no dialogue, but has somehow managed to convey such emotion and feeling, and so sometimes you don't need all the talk to convey such a strong and powerful message in a game. Greece is a truly special experience that I think everyone who enjoys video games should play. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I can go on and on about all more indie games and stuff, but I'll probably just make another one of these eventually. So stay tuned. Thank you. Have a nice day.